There he is. There's the man in charge. No one knows his name. Probably hasn't said a single word. Randomly entered the top 10, refusing to elaborate. Oh, I feel bad for Queen already, man. I already know this ain't gonna go well for her. Oh, hell no. That's disrespectful. So today we're breaking down To Be Hero X episode 11. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, share, support. Subscribe if you're new around here so you can stay up to date on all this To Be Hero X greatness. And of course, Patreon, we got the full live reactions and other exclusives if you're so interested. So let us begin. So here's the thing. Ever since episode 1 and I saw a man give a thumbs up, grinning ear to ear as he walked to his death, as he just fell off that giant ass building, I thought to myself, you know, it's a special type of aura farming to be able to pull off that level of suicide. I bet this show could be the aura farming king in enough time. And I've seen hints and traces of it throughout this show, but I gotta admit, seeing what X actually did, which is great because we know X is just the title given to like the #1 hero, but what else can we call him? He's just the guy who was a no-name. Like, everyone spends years of their life. People spend their entire life just trying to get into the top 10 alone, let alone the #1 spot. Imagine spending your entire life changing the status quo, going against everything. Some dude pops up. No one knows his name. Clearly no one knows what his voice sounds like. No one knows what his ability is. What, he snaps? And he defeats people. I have so many questions, but I tip my hat to you, sir. I bow down before the master because not only has this man seemingly changed the art style of the show, because the only time this show's been primarily in 3D is in the present day stuff when he's king and, you know, doing what he wants to do. Everything else has been in this different style. I just respect it. The way this world works is it's all about trust values, right? How in God's name did a man who people don't even know his name, don't know his ability, manage to just get into the top 10 alone, but then get to #1? He just is out here snapping and he's back home having his steak dinner. What is his angle? What is his reasons? I have no idea. But God help you if he turns out to be the final villain, because there's no way you defeat that thing. I'm sure there's some sort of limitations. That's how you get in any superhero story. But you gotta admit, you want to know why he's the aura farming king though? This wasn't his episode. His episode is the last episode. His 1.5 minute scene stole Queen's episode. Not because Queen was bad or it was no, Queen was great this episode. But X just did X things, and I mean, keep in mind too, the only arc so far that's had a relatively positive ending is the arc that X got himself involved in as he gave Lucky Cyan the coin when she was on the street poor. I mean, the aura farming king, what can I say? Now, of course, let's give Queen some respect. I liked her episode a lot. You know, just the casual idea, she goes into university at the age of 12, wanted to graduate in 2 years, seemingly did it, and just said, listen, I'm gonna be a hero, I'm gonna revolutionize this shit, I'm gonna work hard, I'm gonna do my thing. And to her credit, she did very well. Her ability is interesting. It feels like gravity based. And the thing that's really interesting is it's far from limitless. So all the characters that had been in the general area of her ability have been able to push through somewhat, or at least try to struggle against it. So depending on the strength of a person, yeah, they can absolutely push through. But you can't deny Queen was her. She had a story, a personal growth story, and, you know, she just felt like she was fighting for something bigger than just herself. And the fact that she did revolutionize young women everywhere in order to actually start to rise above people, you know, given that, you know, especially the X title was dominated in the male field for so long. She did a great thing. And X just comes out and just I'm both disgusted and in awe all at the same time, man. And, like, that's gotta suck ass. So, we know by the end of the episode, Bo is out here being like, I know who her father is. I'm gonna expose some things and probably lower her trust value because Tinkaton's mad. If you don't understand that reference, look up the Pokemon Tinkaton and then look at her weapon. That's who she reminds me of. Overall, though, great stuff. I was a little uncertain knowing that there was going to be so many 2-episode arcs going forward. Not that there isn't any 3 episodes left. I think there's like 1 or 2. I think there's only 1 left that is 3 episodes. And then, of course, X gets a single episode. But, I mean, if he's going to aura farm and steal people's episodes within a couple of minutes, I'm sure 1 episode's more than enough. But 2 episodes, given the formation of the show, you'd think, oh, can they really tell a full arc story? But the thing that they're seemingly doing now is rather than trying to tell an entire story for a character, now that we're way more associated with a lot of characters like Cyan or any of these ones, or we know we're getting more like Little Johnny, right? The fact that it's bigger than just telling a complete arc of a story, it's more about understanding who they are as a character and a person, and seeing where they end up in the modern day stuff. So it feels like we are now more accustomed to this world and its characters, that we don't have to tell an entire arc anymore, but rather just learn about the character enough to see where they stand in the rankings, what they're striving for, and why they're striving for it. As when we get to X, right, and we finish the season, we now know what we want to see in a season 2 with the present day. Do we want to see the current X topple? Do we want to see Cyan or Queen end up in number 1, right? All these different things. I just think they're doing such a brilliant job with this, and I have to point it out. You know the 3D was good in a show when you miss seeing a primarily 3D episode. Not that I disliked the 2D in this episode, I quite liked it, but damn, 3D in the show is really good. So I am excited because you know damn well when we get to X's episode, that's just going to be back to full 3D, and I'm going to be here for it. But just, the show's good, man. It's doing it all right. I got many questions. Little Johnny's an interesting one because he calls his pet Big Johnny, which is like, usually the dad of the dynamic would be the big and the son would be the little. They're implying it's just a pet, but at the same time, and he's saying he has a son, is there going to be more to it? Like, did he actually, like, did his actual son die or something and he put the soul or something inside the stuffed animal creature thing? I mean, Don to Don's got me thinking because it immediately reminded me of that cat grandma, so I'm interested to see what they do there. Either way, this was a great episode. Queen deserves that name, Queen. She was awesome. I like her personality. Boa seems like a bitch, but I can't deny I thought her fight was badass as well. But your thoughts, what did you think of this insanity? And do you agree with me, X is the aura farming king? If you say no, I'm generally interested who you think is. Let me know. Anyway, you let me know what you're thinking down below. Leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe if you're new around here. Of course, ring that bell. And yes, Patreon, full live reactions over there exclusively. And while you're over there, I'll also give you a video shout out. So today we got Lady Killdragon, Matthew Pizarro, Kakyu, Laser, Grant Ferris, Gun Bunny, True Obelisk, Damian Sisek, Big Deval, Shasu Passin, and we also have Jacobs. I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care. You'll have a good one.